I went to India for 2 weeks. It wasn't a good experience. I have seen many things that disgusted me plentifully. The caste system, the blatant poverty of some people while others had so much, which at the end of the day is everywhere, right? Every country is like this, but it was especially shocking coming from someone who lived in a civilized environment to see it, because in most Western cities, the poverty is still there and the imbalance of riches is still present, but it's camouflaged. Like we put a nice layer of polish over it so that it doesn't look too bad. In India, it's in your face. I remember being in a taxi and hearing someone claw at the door of the taxi, and it was a kid that had no legs that was literally crawling on the highway, and when there was a red light, he would crawl up the car and beg. You would never see that in France, right? It shocked me. And if we're going to talk about things like this too, to talk about Hindu society, even though I was just a foreigner there for 2 weeks, a certain place where I was, that I'm not going to cite, had servants, aka slaves. And when I left to go back to France, one of the servants cried. And he cried because I was the only person that was treating him like a human, meaning that I greeted him, I shook his hand, I called him by his name, I asked him how he was. The entire other cast of people that was there ignored him, like he was not even an animal. He was just not there. He was just there to serve them, and that's it. They wouldn't look at him in the eye. They would just say, do this. And so the guy, when I was leaving, was crying. He was bawling his eyes out because the last remnant of fucking humanity present in this place was gone. I was leaving. It broke my heart. It was really tough. So there's a lot of problems with India in general, I would say. I'm not going to give you solutions because I'm not privy of them all, but it was a certain experience that opened my eyes to the actual privilege that I had living in France.